If you're on YouTube catching the replay, go ahead and subscribe. If not already subscribed, and like the video. Just waiting for TikTok to notify the viewers that I'm live, and I'll get started in a few moments. Hey y'all, so as y'all are coming in, y'all go ahead and tap the screen, and we'll get started shortly talking about selling on Amazon, making money on Amazon as a third-party seller. So y'all come on in, tap the screen, and we'll get started shortly. Hey Teresa, hey Shell, hey y'all, hey Maria. If I came across your FYP, hey y'all come on in. We're gonna talk about selling on Amazon. Getting to the bag, getting to the money. So y'all come on in. Hey Miko, hey, hopefully I'm saying your name right. Y'all come on in. I'm not gonna be live too long. I was just sitting here and I'm like, let me go live just a few minutes. So y'all come on in. Hey, is that Chosen 82? Y'all come on in. Hey y'all, happy Sunday. So y'all come on in. As y'all are coming in, y'all tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the engagement up. We're gonna talk about any questions you all have about selling on Amazon, making money on Amazon, doing it with the arbitrage business model. Y'all know that is what I do, and that is what I teach my students. It's going to be the easiest way to get started selling on Amazon and the least expensive way. So y'all come on in compared to other business models selling on Amazon. Hey, the real Ashley, she said, hey y'all. So as y'all are coming in again, y'all tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the engagement up. As soon as we get the likes up a little more, I'll start doing a Q&A, answering any questions you all have, and possibly a free training. Y'all know I do a free training showing you exactly how you can get to the bag, get to the money selling on Amazon with the arbitrage business model. Because y'all see that this year is continuing to fly by. We're almost at the end of yet another month. So it's definitely time to get serious, y'all. To level up and to boss up. So y'all come on in, tap the screen. Hey, Cherry. And as y'all are coming in, if you're new here, drop new in the chat. If you're new here, drop new in the chat. If you've been here before, welcome. Hopefully you're already following me. If you're not already following me, definitely make sure y'all follow. Follow. Again, I teach you how to get to the bag, get to the money, y'all, selling on Amazon the easy way with the arbitrage business model. So y'all come on in, tap the screen, and we'll get started shortly. Again, I'm not going to be up here too long. As soon as we get the likes up and get the engagement up, I'll go ahead and get started. Again, answering any questions. Hey, Maria. I think I said hey, Shell, trying to make sure I speak to everybody I see come in. Answering any questions you all have about selling on Amazon, making money on Amazon. If y'all are new here, drop new. Thank you for the hearts, Sherry. If you're new here, drop new so I can know who I'm talking to. If you're new here, drop new. If you're new, drop new. And if you've been here before, I must look because I don't see new yet. Okay, I see Cherry is new. Welcome. All right, y'all. So let me introduce myself. So for those who don't know me, my name is Aprell Skinner. I always tell y'all I'm a multiple six-figure earner. I do not work a job. I am a full-time entrepreneur. I have multiple streams of income. However, the majority of my income comes from selling directly on Amazon as a third-party seller. That is what I do, y'all, and that is what I teach my students. So y'all come on in. If that's something you want to learn how to do, if you're interested in, drop a 1. Drop a 1, y'all. Drop a 1, and we're going to talk about it. Hey, is that Tracy? Y'all know I can't hardly see. That's why I stay on the black background. Okay, Cherry said Cherry is ready. Cherry dropped the 1. Drop a 1. Okay, Blaze. Welcome, Cherry Blaze. I think y'all are my new people. Welcome. Y'all definitely make sure y'all are following me. Again, I teach you how to get to the bag, get to the money, selling on Amazon as a third-party seller. What is a third-party seller? A third-party seller is just somebody like myself, a regular person like my students, any other people who sell directly on Amazon. Third-party sellers, we sell directly on Amazon.com. So where you're shopping and you spend money, if you spend money, put me in the chat on Amazon. If you spend money on Amazon. So Amazon allows us to sell directly on Amazon.com where a lot of people are spending money. So I teach you how to make money selling on Amazon as a third-party seller. Look, Blaze said me with a whole bunch of E's. Exactly right. And I always tell y'all, that was my motto. If I'm spending money on Amazon, let me start making money on Amazon. If you're spending money on Amazon, you absolutely should learn how to make money selling on Amazon. That is what I do, y'all, and that is what my students do, and that is what I teach people how to do. All right, Cherry says me. All right, so y'all tap the screen, tap the screen. Now, we could do one or two things. I could do a Q&A. Y'all could just ask me any questions that you all have. That'll be a little bit longer. Or I can go over a free training going step by step exactly how you could get started selling on Amazon. So if you want a free training, drop free in the chat. Drop free. And I'm going to go through the presentation now. If you want to do a Q&A, drop a 1 in the chat. And I'll do a Q&A answering any questions you all have. Now, if we do the free training, I'll definitely do a Q&A, but obviously the Q&A would be a little bit shorter if I'm doing the training. And the training does not take that long. I always tell y'all maybe about 10 to 15 minutes, if that. I'm going to go through the exact steps on how you can get started. The exact steps on how you can get started selling on Amazon, the easiest way and the least expensive way to get started. And that is with the arbitrage business model. There's the arbitrage business model. There is wholesale and there is a private label. If you're doing wholesale and private label, I always tell y'all that's going to take more capital, more money to get started. Starting with the arbitrage business model, you're able to start comfortably within your budget, and you're able to start with a smaller budget. So if y'all want the free training, drop free and I'll do the free training. Or we could do a Q&A. Just do a Q&A. So y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. What do you want? Drop free and I'll go through the presentation. Especially if I have a lot of new people up here and you've never seen the free training before, I can do that. Or we could do a Q&A talking about selling on Amazon, making money on Amazon. Thank you, Crystal, for the roses. So y'all let me know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank y'all for the gifts. Thank y'all for the gifts. All right, let me see. I see some freeze. All right, what y'all want to do? All right, I can go through the presentation. It's real quick, and then we'll do the Q&A. Y'all do me a favor. Y'all tap the screen, tap the screen. Let's get the likes up a little more. Tap the screen, tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the engagement up. And y'all also share the live out. Share the live out. I always say sharing is caring. People don't want this information. People need this information because they're looking for a way to make money. They're looking for a way to make more money. And that is something they could definitely do selling on Amazon with the arbitrage business model. Thank you for the roses. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started, y'all, because I don't want to be up here too long. Welcome, 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 y'all. Y'all come on in. Come on in. And let me scroll up. Y'all tap the screen. Tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the engagement up. And then, like I said, once I go through the presentation, because I do have some new people on, we'll definitely do a short Q&A at the end. Let me move this up. I'm trying not to move my face off the screen. All right, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, so we're going to talk about Amazon's growth and what they're doing on Amazon as far as their sales that are making on Amazon. And this is Amazon and third-party sellers. So I want you to see the potential. So I always tell y'all, and so you can know. So in 2022, y'all see this, and I always say this is information. Let me move this over. Hold on, y'all. This is information that you can Google, Don't take my word for it. You can Google it. So in 2022, Amazon generated over $514 billion in sales. 2023, y'all, Amazon generated over $574 billion in sales. Just last year, 2024, Amazon generated over $620 billion in sales. And I always tell y'all this is millions, billions, not millions, billions with a B. Right? And I know it's going to be more for 2025, y'all, because as y'all can see, based on the history, this is what it's doing. So do y'all feel like the money that is being made on Amazon from Amazon and third-party sellers like myself and students, do you feel like it's going up or going down? Drop it in the chat. And I always do this because I want y'all to see, especially for my new people, because I get asked all the time, is it too late to get started selling on Amazon? Is it too saturated? Is it too many people selling on Amazon? So is the income going up or down, y'all? Drop it in the chat real quick, and then we can go ahead and keep going. Up or down? Up or down, y'all? Let me see. I'm waiting for y'all to comment. Okay, there we go. It's kind of delayed. Going up, 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 up. Exactly. So there is definitely potential for you to get to the bag, get to the money selling on Amazon, y'all. And it's not too late. It is not too saturated. And it is not too many people selling on Amazon. So I want y'all to see that because I do get asked that question sometimes. So how do you get started? Your very first step is going to be going to sale.amazon.com. Sale.amazon.com. and you're going to register to become an Amazon seller. You're going to register to become an Amazon seller. Now, once you do that, y'all, there are two different types of accounts. And I'm sorry, y'all, I know my picture is in the way. I try to keep it on the screen, especially for my new people who never seen me live, so you can see it's actually me. All right, so there's two different types of accounts once you register. There is the professional account and there is the individual account. My recommendation is for you to get the professional account. Why? Because the professional account is going to give you a lot more benefits, y'all, like you getting the buy box, which is a highly visible box where you see add to cart or buy now. And it's also going to allow you to sell in more categories than the individual account. The more items that you're able to sell, then you're able to make more money selling on Amazon because you're able to sell in more categories. So the individual account is 99 cents per item that you sell. The professional account is $39.99 per month. And I always tell y'all, even though the individual account seems like it's cheaper because it's 99 cents per item you sell, if you sell over 40 items, because the professional account is $39.99 per month, is going to end up being more. So if you sold 1,000 items in 1 month, and that's definitely doable, how much are you going to pay for the individual account? And somebody drop it, because I always want to make sure y'all understand the two accounts and why you should get the professional account. So if it's 99 cents per item you're selling, and let's say you sell 1,000 items for a month, how much are you going to be paying for the professional account? If it's 99 cents per item you're selling. Somebody drop it. And then we're going to keep moving. 99 cents per item, and you sold 1,000 items. Go ahead, because I want to make sure y'all understand. Do anybody get it, y'all? 99 cents per item you're selling, and you sold 1,000 items. About how much is that going to be? Exactly. I see the 1,000. I see the $9.99. Exactly. Y'all got it. So it's going to end up obviously being more than that $39.99 per month. All right. So how do we sell on Amazon, y'all? How do we sell on Amazon? We sell on Amazon with the arbitrage model. What is the arbitrage model? It is just simply getting items for lower. Y'all see this right here, either in a retail store or online. And we're selling these items for higher on Amazon to make a profit. So we buy items for low, either at a retail store or online, either or, and we sell it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. That is the arbitrage business model. And we're selling major brands, y'all. I say this all the time, that are already selling. And this is very important. Why? Because we're selling on a platform where customers are already shopping, they're already spending money, and we're selling major brands that customers are already buying. We're not doing like private label where we got to get items from Alibaba, AliExpress, they're generic. We got to create a brand. We got to buy barcodes. We got to upload pictures, titles, descriptions. I always tell y'all that's more work, more complex, more money. Then nobody is searching for the item. They're not already buying the item, right? Then that's where the advertising and the PPC come in, more money. So the arbitrage model is going to be the easiest way and the least expensive way to get started. And you have a one-up because you're selling brands that customers are already buying on the #1 selling platform. If this is making sense so far, drop a 1. Drop a 1. I want to make sure y'all understand. If this is making sense so far, drop a 1. Okay, y'all got it. Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to keep going. So now you're probably like, well, what type of item do I sell? How do I find, a good selling item? This is how you pick a good selling item. Let me try to come back, and I'm trying to, like I said, make sure y'all can see it. So you want to look for items that have under 100,000 BSR. And I'm going to show you how to analyze this. So under 100,000 BSR, you also want to look for like your bestsellers. Like, what are Amazon bestsellers? What is already selling on Amazon? And you can look on Amazon.com and see their bestsellers. Find those items for lower, I tell y'all all the time, and resell it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. Now, you also want to look for items that have at least 30 or more sales per month. Obviously, the more the items are selling per month, the better. You also want to use different apps like Rakuten, Honey. Obviously, the lower you're able to get the item, then you're able to make a higher amount of money. Now, you also want to check like your clearance items, your discount items, your sale items, your BOGO items, coupons. I tell y'all this all the time. There's a lot of items that you can potentially get for free if you see like the buy one, get one free, if you see the BOGOs and stuff like that. So you can get a free item to flip and resell. So you definitely want to take advantage of that. Y'all continue to tap the screen, and I'm going to show you how you can analyze this to check all of this information that I'm telling you what you need to look for. You also want to make sure Amazon is not dominating the buy box. What does that mean? Amazon pretty much is not sharing the buy box, because you'll have some items like that. So you don't want to share that item. Then you're in competition with Amazon, and we don't want to do that, right? And then you also want to make sure the item has no IP complaints. What are IP complaints? That is just basically intellectual property complaints. What does that mean? That means a particular brand, say it could be I don't know, Nike. Maybe Nike doesn't want you selling their brand. So you want to stay away from those items and don't try to sell it. So that is how you find a good selling item. You want to check all of those things. All right, so we're going to go into it a little bit further. Y'all continue to tap the screen. Also share the live out, y'all. Now, when we're doing the arbitrage business model, y'all, you can get items from any store, either physically in the store or online. Here are some examples of stores right here, especially for my new people. And I love it because you don't need a reseller's permit. You do not need an EIN number. You don't need a business license or anything like that, because any regular person can shop in the store or online, right? So you could do like Walmart, Target, CVS, Walgreens, Macy's, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Best Buy. Y'all see these stores. Any store that you can go in and shop in or online, you're able to do the arbitrage model. Simply getting items for lower, flipping it, and you're reselling it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. Now, I want y'all to get these two apps. Again, especially for my new people, you want to get the Amazon Seller app and you want to get Seller Amp. And I'm going to show you how Seller Amp looks. Hopefully I can pull it up, because I didn't pull it up. I just decided to go live at the last minute. But definitely screenshot that. And this is going to help you with your sourcing. Let me see if I can show y'all how Seller Amp look. Y'all give me one moment. And y'all continue to tap the screen, let me see if I can pull it up. Y'all tap the screen. Let me see if it'll come up. All right, let me do it another way. Y'all tap the screen, because I'm going to show y'all exactly how Seller Amp works. And Seller Amp is going to help you with your sourcing. It's going to tell you like everything that I told you need to be looking for. Like, is this a good selling item? How many times has the item sold per month? Is there any intellectual property complaints? Seller Amp is going to give y'all all of that information. Y'all give me one moment, because it's not coming up on the item. Let me go into Seller Amp and pull it up. And y'all tap the screen. If you're coming in, y'all, we're talking about selling on Amazon, making money on Amazon, doing it the easy way with the arbitrage business model. And I'm pulling up Seller Amp right now. What is the arbitrage business model? Simply getting items for lower, flipping it, reselling it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. Hopefully it'll come up, y'all, while I'm on this live. But Seller Amp, you're able to pull it up right on the item while you're on the Amazon screen. Even if you're looking at the item, like if you're on the retail site, and it'll pull up right on the screen. But you can also get to it just going to Seller Amp and pulling it up this way. So y'all tell me right here, what is the bestseller ranking of this item? What is the bestseller ranking? Can y'all see that? Y'all drop it. We're over here on this side. Remember, I say you want to look for items that have under 100,000 BSR. The lower that number is, the better. Like if it's 10,000, if it's 5,000, if it's 500, if it's number one, that is a really good selling item. What is the bestseller ranking on this item? What is the best selling ranking on this item? Somebody drop it so I can make sure y'all understand. Right here. This is the number we're looking at. What is the best seller ranking on this item? Because again, this is something that you can learn how to do. Exactly. Okay, I see 92K. Right. Okay, I see the 92K coming in. How many times has this item sold per month? How many times has this item sold per month? Y'all that got the 1%, y'all are right too, but I'm looking, the BSR, that's the 92,000. Okay, y'all got it. Cherry got it. I see y'all got it. How many times has this? Okay, y'all got this. See, remember I told you this is the criteria you're looking for. So you're going to use Seller Amp. Y'all see this? Definitely take notes because Seller Amp is going to tell you, is this a good selling item? You know what to look for, and you're able to match and find this information in Seller Amp. Let's look a little bit more. Right here, you can see that Amazon is sharing the buy box. You can see all this information right here. So Seller Amp is going to show you all of that information that I was telling you all. This is what you're looking for. So if you feel like this is something you could do, drop a 1 based on you knowing what to look for and based on using Seller Amp to analyze it. Like, do your checks. Is this a good selling item? Because I always get, how will I know what to sell? How will I know what item to pick? All you need to know what is a good selling item, and you're able to find that item and check it in Seller Amp. Okay, I see the ones. Let me see if it'll pull up now, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Okay, it's still not coming up. I'll try to do it before I get off the live. But Seller Amp, what I was talking about, you're able to pull it up and it'll come over on this side and you're able to see that exact same information. Please, where do I go to sell in Amazon? When you say that, what do you mean? Do you mean like how do you register to become an Amazon seller? All right, y'all, so we're going to keep going a little bit more. So we sell on Amazon with the arbitrage business model. What is the arbitrage business model? Again, that is simply just getting items for lower, selling it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. So getting items for lower in the retail store, selling it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. Now, I always say if you don't want to do retail arbitrage where you're simply going into the store, you can do online arbitrage. So definitely no excuse to get to the bag, get to the money. That's the same concept. You're searching online like Walmart.com, Target.com, buying discounted items, buying it for lower, flipping it and reselling it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. So if you understand the arbitrage business model and that you can do it either in the store or online, drop a 1. Drop a 1 because again, I want to make sure y'all understand. Because I always say if you understand, you'll implement. That means you'll do. And then if you do it, then you're able to start making money. Okay, got it. All right, y'all. And I see y'all questions. Y'all give me one moment. I'm almost done. We're going to do a Q&A. Now, what type of items should you be selling? As a brand new seller, y'all, I always tell y'all want to listen. These are the categories that you want to stay in. Why? Because they're going to have more items for you to sell as a brand new seller, as a new person, as somebody who's getting started. Or if you started to sell on Amazon and stopped, your account is still new. So you want to stay in these categories. And that's going to be your pet supplies, your office supplies, your sporting goods, your lawn and garden, your tools and equipment, your home and kitchen, and books. These are the categories, y'all, that you want to stay in as a brand new seller, as a new person, or somebody who hasn't sold on Amazon in a while. But I always tell y'all, in general, what type of items do you want to sell? What type of items are you buying? When you start selling on Amazon, you need to think like a buyer. Like what were you buying? What are your neighbors buying? What is your family buying? What is seasonal? What is trending right now? I always tell you, we just had Easter. We're always buying replenishable items that are your toothpaste, toilet papers, paper towels, deodorants. Like, think of these items. These are the items you need to be searching, researching, scanning, getting it for lower, reselling it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. But here are some examples right here, like your makeup, your soap. Y'all see this, toilet paper, your health and beauty. You want to sell those type of items. All right, y'all. So I'm going to show you how to list the item the easiest way. This is how you list your item the easy way. Now, if you're doing, and this is why we want to sell the arbitrage model, selling brands that are already selling, because these items are already selling on Amazon. We're able to analyze it. We're able to know that this item is selling. Check it in Seller Amp. We can see is a good selling item, getting it for lower, listing it on Amazon. And this is how you list it the easy way. Now, I said that to say this. We're not doing private label. Remember, I explained private label takes more time, more work. It's not already selling on Amazon. At least not your brand. You got to bring it on Amazon, get approval, get barcodes, pay for advertising, y'all. Again, there's a lot into private label. This is why I recommend the arbitrage business model. This is how you list your item the easy way. It's going to be with the ASIN. It is an ASIN number, And let me show you how that number looks. Y'all give me one moment. All right, here we go. It came up. All right, here is Seller Amp. Remember I told you, this is how Seller Amp looks when you pull it up. All right, so I asked y'all the bestseller ranking, how many times the item has sold per month. Y'all tell me, I'm going to go down some more. Y'all tell me, are there any intellectual property complaints? Y'all see this right here? Are there any intellectual property complaints? Drop no or yes based on what you see. Because you'll learn how to read this to know, again, to pick a good selling item. Are there any intellectual property complaints? Okay, exactly. So again, let me ask y'all, because it's easier to read up here once you can pull it up on the side of the screen. Do you feel like, based on what you know is a good selling item, how to analyze it with Seller Amp? Drop a 1 if you feel like this is something you could do. Drop a 1. Drop a 1 if you feel like this is something you could do. And again, from there, it's just doing retail arbitrage or online arbitrage where you're getting the item for lower and you're listing it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. That is what we do as a third-party seller, y'all. That is what we do. All right, this is how you find the ASIN number. The ASIN number is going to be on Amazon.com, not in Amazon Seller Central, Amazon.com. Where you're able to look at an item, see the item description and all of that is going to be down towards the bottom. Y'all see this? Product specifications is going to be in the item details, and y'all see ASIN number, ASIN number. This is how you're going to list your item. Y'all see what I have highlighted in blue? You're going to put that number in Amazon Seller Central, and once you put that number in, it's going to pull up the picture, the title, the description, everything. And I always tell y'all, from there, all you're doing is putting in how much you want to sell your item for. Like if you want to sell it for $40 or $50, whatever price, and how many you have of the item. Like if you have 3, if you have 5, if you have 10. Do y'all understand? If you understand, drop a 2. This is how you want to list your item on Amazon. You're going to go through catalog, or go to add inventory, and you're going to list it with that ASIN number, the ASIN number. And I'm telling you, once you put that number in, it's going to pull up everything. Okay, y'all got that. All right, we're going to move right along a little bit further. Now, I see y'all questions. I do have, I think one of my moderators in here, and they're answering questions. We're going to do a Q&A at the end. Y'all tap the screen, tap the screen. If y'all are coming in, we're talking about selling on Amazon, getting the bags on Amazon, the easy way with the arbitrage business model. Now, y'all drop a 3 in the chat. Drop a 3 in the chat, and I'm going to show you how to get the items to the customers. We'll tell you how to get the items to the customer. Drop a 3, because there's 3 different ways that you can do this, y'all. So no excuse to get to the bag, get to the money, because there's 3 ways that you can run this business. I told you where to go to get started. The criteria that you're looking for to find a good selling item. What type of account you need to get. The easy way to list your item. The categories that you want to stay in, y'all. I'm telling you, if you do this, you can get to the bag. All right, drop the 3. And I said we're dropping the 3s, y'all, because I'm praying and believing that not only is God going to triple my income from last year, this year, triple it more, but he's also going to do the same for you and yours as well. So y'all drop the 3s, drop the 3s, drop the 3s. There's 3 ways that you can get the items to the customers. 3 different ways. Way number 1 is going to be fulfilled by merchant. Fulfilled by merchant is, I always say, think of it as fulfilled by me. FBM, think of it as fulfilled by me. Me is you. That is you shipping the by merchant is, I always say, think of it as fulfilled by me. FBM, think of it as fulfilled by me. Me is you. That is you shipping the amen, sister. Y'all let me know if y'all can still hear me. I had a call. If you can still hear me, drop a 1. Because when I have a call, sometimes it'll kick me off. Drop a 1 if you can still hear me before I be talking to myself. Drop a 1. We're almost done. Drop a 1. Okay, cool. All right, so fulfilled by merchant is you shipping the item out yourself. I always tell y'all the same way you ship items to your family and friends. We're not going to overcomplicate it. It's the same exact way. You can ship it out via UPS, FedEx, post office, however you want to ship it out. You're going to ship it out the cheapest way, right? To, save money, to make more profit. You're going to do it that way. UPS, FedEx, post office. And you can even schedule for UPS to come pick the item up from you, and the post office. So there's no excuse to get to the bag, get to the money. You don't even have to go to the facility, one of those facilities. You can schedule them to pick it up from you. So that is way number 1. Way number 2, y'all, is fulfilled by Amazon. Fulfilled by Amazon. What is that? You're sending your inventory into Amazon's warehouse. They ship the items to the customers every time you make a sale. That is way number 2, FBA. So you want to do FBA if you want to use the excuse of, I don't have time to start the business. It's not something that I, want to do. You can send your items in to Amazon and they can handle the rest for you. They do the shipping, they do the customer service, they do everything for you. Let's go into it a little bit more. So with Amazon FBA, you're sending your items to the fulfillment center. Amazon will store it. So let's stop right there. For those who want to use, I got an apartment, I got a small place, I don't have a garage, I don't have enough room or anything like that. You don't even have to have a small place to have enough room. You can have a 5-bedroom house and have a whole bunch of people in it and they feel like you don't have enough room. No excuse, y'all, because you can send your items in to Amazon and they will store it for you. So they'll store it, the customer is ordering the items, and Amazon is going to do all the shipping for you. They're going to do the shipping, the customer service, everything. If you like that, drop a 2. If you like that, you drop a 2. So no excuse, y'all. I don't want to hear. I don't have time to go to UPS or to the post office. I don't, have time to do this business, because you can have it to where Amazon is running the business for you. Drop a 2. Okay. Now, way number 3. Now, y'all drop some more 3s, y'all. For the increase, drop a 3. And I always tell y'all, this is my favorite way. And this is hands off, where you're not touching anything at all. So when you do regular Amazon FBA, you do send the items into Amazon, and then, like that guy, I don't know if y'all see him, and then you let them do the rest for you. If you're using an Amazon prep center, you don't have to touch the items at all. You're going to strictly do online arbitrage. Once you do online arbitrage, say if you're ordering from Walmart or Target, wherever store you want to order from, you're going to order from the supplier, which is the retailer. They are going to send the item in to the prep center. You're going to put the prep center's address. So say if you're ordering from Target, you're going to put the prep center's address. Once the prep center have it, they're going to do the package, prepping, labeling. They'll do all of that, and then they are going to send it in to Amazon. You are not in this scenario at all. All you did was order it and sent it to them. Once they send it to Amazon, now we're back here. Y'all see this? Amazon's fulfillment center. Amazon is storing it for you, customer is ordering, and Amazon is shipping out the packages. If you understand everything that I just said, y'all drop a 1, because I want to make sure y'all understand. Because I just explained everything to you. Where to go to get started, how to find a good selling item, how you can list your item the easy way, the 3 different ways that you can get the items to the customers, how to analyze your items using Seller Amp, y'all. I've given you everything. Okay, I see the ones. All right, y'all let me know what questions do y'all have. Let me know what questions do y'all have. And I'm going to show y'all some of my students' results, because I do have a training who've gotten the training and the results that they've gotten. And then I also want to show y'all this items list. On the items list, y'all, I give you the ASIN. Remember, we talked about this, how to list the item the easy way. The link of the item selling on Amazon. I show you the item selling on Amazon. I give you the bestseller ranking. Y'all remember we talked about that? I give you, that's the sales rank. I give you how many sellers are on the item. I give you the profit you would make, the return on investment, all of that. And then I also give you the supplier, because a lot of people are asked, do you give us the supplier? Absolutely. So I'm not going to give you an item and not show you where to get the item from. So we'll talk about the training. Let's see what questions do we have. All right, y'all tap the screen, and let's do a Q&A. And if you're interested in the training, y'all drop a 1. And let me just show y'all some of my students' results, and we're going to do the Q&A. If you're interested in the training, drop a 1, and I'm going to show y'all some of my students' results who had no knowledge of selling on Amazon. They got the training and got started, and this was their results in 30 days. All right, here is one student right here, y'all. She had a $700 day, basically $699. And she made over $6,000. Y'all see that? Over $6,100 in her first 30 days. Y'all see this? Her 30th day. Here is another student, y'all, who got started, especially for my new people. If you're new here, if you like, what is she talking about? Does she know what she's talking about? Can she help me? Here is another student that got started. She made over $10,000 her first 30 days. I'm sorry, over $9,000 her first 30 days. Y'all see this? Over $9,000. Hopefully y'all can see that. If y'all can see that, drop a 2. I can make it bigger. If y'all can see that, drop a 2. Right here, over $9,000 her first 30 days. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Can y'all see it? Okay, y'all see it. Okay, there we go. It's a little bit better there. All right, here are 2 more students, y'all. First 30 days. Now, she made over $10,000. Her first 30 days, $10,900. Her first 30 days. Y'all see this? 10K in 1 month. Over 10,000. She almost made 11,000, 10,900. Congrats to your students. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here's another student, over $462 a day, and she made over $11,300 her first 30 days. And I always say, here she is right here with some of her packages. So if you feel like this is something you can do and you're interested in the training, y'all, drop a one. Drop a one. And I'm going to show you the training. It comes with everything you need on how to sell on Amazon from A to Z, how to set your account up, important things you should know, how to get the buy box, how to price your items, how to calculate your items, what items to stay away from, brands I know that you're automatically approved to sell. I always tell y'all that's how my students are able to come in and get the results, because they already know what to do. They're not all over the place trying to do it on their own, trying to figure it out or anything like that. All of this comes with the training. There's wholesalers. There's look, over 10,000 Amazon FBA wholesaler templates. There's pallet information. All of this information is in there. So y'all tap the screen, and it comes again with this daily items list. My students get items every day. I'm just scrolling through the list Monday through Friday. Every day, Monday through Friday, of items that they can sell. All right, if you, all right, let me tell you, because I see someone, so y'all are interested in the training. If you're interested in the training, y'all, you're going to click my head at the top up here, and then we're going to do a Q&A. I see some of y'all questions. You're going to click my head at the top up here, and then my head is going to pop up at the bottom. So you're going to click on my picture twice. Once you click on my picture twice, you should be on my TikTok profile right here. Y'all see this? And you're going to click the clickable link. Or my direct website is wealthwithaprell.com. Wealthwithaprell.com. Let me pin this comment. There go one of my students right there. Thank you, Miko. Miko said the training is so worth it and it is so detailed. Wealthwithaprell.com. Once you do either one of those, whether you're clicking the clickable link or going directly to my website, this is how my website looks. And let me give the disclaimer, y'all. This is the only way you can get my training. Unfortunately, there's multiple fake pages of me because they know I help people in real life and they're trying to be me. They'll inbox you. I'll never inbox you first, y'all. I don't even have that type of time. I don't do that. I only message people if they message me and I'm responding to them. So I'm not messaging people trying to get you to level up, trying to get you to boss up, trying to get you to get your money up. That should be something you would want to do. So I'm just saying that to be careful. Once you're on my website, y'all, again, this is the only way you can get the training. You're going to go to shop, and any one of these links you click, again, is going to get you the Amazon training, the daily items list that I showed y'all. My students get daily items every day. And also you'll have access to me as your coach and mentor. You can message me, email me anytime you have any questions for assistance, for help, for guidance. The regular price of the training, y'all, is $997. Right now, it is on sale for $500. And I do offer Sezzle, Shop Pay, Afterpay, Klarna, and Affirm. Sezzle, Shop Pay, Afterpay, Klarna, and Affirm. So multiple different payment options where you could do the buy now, pay later, and you can start as low as $40-something up to no more than $125 today. And that'll get you access to everything. But let me see what questions I have. Let me see. And y'all tap the screen, tap the screen. Thank you, Miko. I'm scrolling through. What you need to invest to make that money. It just all depends. It all depends. You can start in general the arbitrage business model with a small budget. I always tell y'all between $100 to $500. And in the training, I show you how to grow and scale from there. So you do not need a big budget. And as far as the money it takes, it just all depends on how much it's costing you to get your items versus how much your items are selling for. And let me show you this right here, using the items list. Every item, every profit margin, every return on investment. This is all this that I break down. All of that is going to be different. Like the profit per item right here is $16.91. Right here is $12.34. Right here is $6.37. Right here is $12.34. Y'all see what I'm saying? The return on investment, the profit margins are different. So that's always going to be different. So there's no specific amount to get to that amount. I always tell y'all what I can tell y'all. If you want to go ahead and get started to get to the bag, get started. Get started, because that's what my other students did. All right, let me see. Any more questions, y'all? Congrats to your students. I'm just scrolling through to see if I missed anything. What does it mean if you're trying to list a product, but U.S. is grayed out, but Canada is not? It might be how you're listing your item, and hopefully you have your settings set up correctly. Make sure you have your settings set up all correctly, whereas U.S., Canada, and Mexico. Or you cannot do Canada and Mexico. It's up to you if you don't want to do the international shipping. So you want to make sure you have your settings set up correctly. Do you know the Prep Center fees and Amazon fees? It's going to be different on each item, but in my training, if you're interested in the training, you will learn how to calculate that. So going back to this items list, when I give my students the profit per item right here, say it's $16.91, $12.34, the fees are already in that item. The fees are already in that. So that is the actual profit. So hopefully that makes sense. But it's always going to be different. Your Amazon fees are going to be different depending upon how much is the item is selling for. The Prep Center fees could be different. But in general, normally the Prep Center fees run between $1 to $1.50, $2 per item. It just all depends. But you will learn how to calculate that when you're getting your profit. Hopefully that makes sense. But again, there's no, exact amount is always going to be different. If you're selling, say, a $50 item versus a $100 item, your Amazon fees are going to be different per item. But in general, it's about 15%. Any more questions, y'all? Any more questions? Let me see. And I'm scrolling through, y'all. Thanks. You're more than welcome. I work for it full time. Can it be done between time? Yes, I have students that have started and they've been able to replace their income. And I said that to say this, they started working while they was working a job. You can absolutely do this while you're working a job. I started doing it when I was working a job and I was able to replace my income. It was to the point where the money that I was making was replacing my income consistently. So thank you, Jay. Is that trendy? Hopefully I'm saying that correct. I appreciate you for the gifts. So you can do this while you're working, y'all. You can do this while you're working. How long does it take to get set up? It does not take that long at all. If you're interested in the training, it's a matter of getting the training, going through the training, applying to become an Amazon seller. As long as you're putting accurate and complete information, then I've seen people get approved within a few hours as far as to get started selling on Amazon. So it does not take that long to get started. If you're talking about my training, realistically, you can get through it within I would say a few days. When I say a few, that's like 2 days, no more than a week. That's the average of what it takes people. Y'all got to remember, it just all depends on what you got going on. Are you working a job? Are you working and going to school? Do you work 2 jobs? If you work 2 jobs, we definitely got to do something. 2 jobs are for 2 people. Do you have 1 child? Do you have 5 kids? So everybody's lifestyle is different, but realistically, you can get through it within a few days, no more than a week. It does not take that long at all, y'all. Let me see. I'm ready. I'm already set up. Don't know how to get approval for items. Then I recommend getting the training. So in the training, y'all, unless you're just going to be, and this is where it comes down to, and I tell y'all this all the time, you can do this on your own. You absolutely can, but it's going to take a lot of time. If you feel like you don't want to spend a lot of time and you're ready to get to the bag, get to the money, that's where training comes in at, because it's going to give you the exact blueprint, the strategies, exactly what you need, instead of you wasting, not to say where it is, to me it's a waste of time. If I can pay to have the exact information versus me investing versus me spending a whole bunch of time that I already don't have trying to figure it out, I would rather pay and invest to learn the information. So hopefully that makes sense. And that's what the training is going to give you. Again, it's going to break down everything. I give you categories I know you're approved to sell. I show you, everything you need and more. On top of, I'm giving my students, like I said, daily items every day, Monday through Friday. Every day, Monday through Friday. What is the website to register? Queen, be ready to go ahead and get started. I'm ready. Okay, I think I read that. If you're ready to get the training, again, y'all, drop a 1. If you're ready to get the training, drop a 1. Thank y'all for the follows. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the follows, for the gifts. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. What documents do you need to sell on Amazon? You're just going to need your ID, and they're going to ask for a copy of your statement. I don't want to say the word. I got to be careful with TikTok. The statement that you use when you're using your card for transactions and stuff like that. That's it. But it's a really simple process. And I think you said you were interested in the training. I give you everything. I tell you about the video call that you want to prepare for, like all of that, everything, like everything you need to know and more. Let me see. Okay, hopefully that answers your question, Queen B. If not, you can message me. But that's all they'll need. Literally 2 things. Your ID, and they're going to need your statement to whatever account, you want your money to go. And that's how you get paid on Amazon. Let me see. Any more questions, y'all? If you're interested in the training again, y'all, drop a 1 and I'm going to show y'all one more time how to get it. Again, y'all be careful. Please be careful. There's multiple fake pages of me. This is I actually do have another page, y'all. If you're interested in that page, let me know. But I got to be technical when I say this is my only page. Let's just say this. I would never message you from any page. Never message you at all. So if somebody is messaging you, it is not me. If it don't sound right, don't feel right, don't seem right, don't look like, it's not me. I promise y'all I'm not around here messaging people trying to get them to get started. Really. So y'all be careful. If you're interested in my training, again, you want to go to my TikTok profile. You're going to click my head up here. You're welcome, Queen B. You're going to click my head up here. And then my head will pop up again at the bottom. So you're going to click on my head twice. Once you do that, it should take you to my TikTok page. You're on my TikTok page, obviously, but my TikTok profile right here. And you're going to see wealthwithaprell.com. This is a clickable link, y'all. Once you click on that, or you could go directly to wealthwithaprell.com. That is my website. This is how my website looks. This is the only way you could get the training. That's it. That's all. Once you're on the website and you go over to shop, again, any one of these links, it does not matter which one you click. I have different links because I offer different payment options like Sezzle, Shop Pay, Afterpay, Klarna, Affirm. Again, you can do the buy now, pay later. And if you do the buy now, pay later, you still get immediate access. Again, you can start as low as 40 something dollars up to no more than $125 to get started today. And I know people are coming on. I see your question. This is the training, y'all, on my Teachable platform. I always stress to y'all, it is not a PDF. It is not an ebook. It is not anything like that. I always ask, where are my visual learners? If you're a visual learner, drop a 1. I'm not going to get y'all to drop visual. Drop a 1. These are videos. These are videos. It is actually me in the videos. It's actually me in the videos. If you're a visual learner, drop a 1. So this is going to teach you. Because I've had some people that said they paid for some trainings and they were like PDFs and ebooks and they did not understand. That's why I don't have PDFs and ebooks, y'all. That's why I have the actual videos that will break everything down for you for my visual learners. So again, you're going to get the training. And this comes with a lot of training, everything you need and more, on top of, like I said, having access to this daily items list. And again, this is going to update for you every day, y'all, Monday through Friday, every day, Monday through Friday. And I saw somebody's comment and they asked, do they need an LLC? No, you do not need an LLC. You don't need a tax ID number, EIN number. You don't need any of that, y'all. You can start with your first name, last name, and your SSN number. Your first name, last name, and your SN number, I should say. That's all you need. You're starting as a sole proprietor. What is a sole proprietor? Somebody who doesn't have a business license and they're able to run their business. You can absolutely do that, y'all. That is how I got started until I later got my LLC. All right. Any more questions, y'all? Any more questions? Any more? Because I think I've answered everything. All right, well, you have to get it. Okay, and I did answer that. You don't have to get an LLC, y'all, but I show you how to get that. All of that is in the training. When I say I show you everything you need and more, where is that? I give you business and personal funding options, so how you can get funded. I got some more companies I got to add to that too. And that's another thing, y'all. The training is lifetime access, and I'm constantly updating it with information, and you'll still have access to it. What am I looking for? Right here. Get a business license and a reseller's permit. So I teach you the easy way. That is the arbitrage business model. That is, again, selling major brands that are already selling. We're not doing wholesale or private label. Wholesale or private label, yes, you do want to have your business license and a reseller's permit, because a lot of the wholesalers require you to have a reseller's permit, and you got to have a business license to get a reseller's permit in most states, at least in Virginia, I should say. But I have it in different states. So, you'll be good if you get my training how to get your reseller's permit. But I said that to say this, even though you don't need it, because I teach you the arbitrage model, and that is shopping at like Walmart, Target, Dollar Tree, CVS, Walgreens. Anybody can shop in those stores, right? We don't need a reseller's permit. We don't need a business license. We don't need any of that, either in the store or online. The arbitrage model, I still show you how to get your reseller's permit, how to get your business license, how to get funding if your funds are low to get a bag. I give you wholesalers. I give you wholesaler templates. All of that, y'all, is in the training. All of that is in the training. But do I have any more questions? I break down this. Y'all love Dollar Tree, selling Dollar Tree items and the exact brands to sell at Dollar Tree and how to get ungated in those brands. So like when I tell y'all everything is in this training, everything is in this training. Somebody asked about drop ship. You cannot drop ship on Amazon, but you can if you're doing it the approved way. I have that information in here as well as some suppliers who you could do that through, y'all. So everything you need and more is in the training. Everything you need and more. And yes, it is lifetime access to the training. Because thank you, Kira. Thank you, Craig. I have my moderators up here. You said yes, it's lifetime access, y'all. Lifetime access. I started selling on Amazon, for those who don't know, because I know some people are new here, 6 years ago. I started teaching 5 years. So I sold for a year, was posting my results on social media. Y'all know how it is when we see people get in the bag. People are like, what are you doing? Can you help me? Can you help me? So of course it was easier for me to create a training, y'all, than teaching people one by one by one. That is a lot of time. And I have multiple businesses. I have a husband. I have 4 kids. So, that's a lot. So that's why we create trainings, y'all. Because people are like, why are you selling the training? To help people get to the bag. It's easier for me to create a training showing you this is what I did. This is what you need to do. Does that make sense, y'all? So I said that to say I was selling on Amazon 6 years. And then I've been teaching for 5 years, teaching others how to do the same. But I said that to say this. I be getting sidetracked because somebody asked, is it lifetime access? Yes. I have some people who had my training 5 years ago, and they're still getting updated information in the training. That Dollar Tree information, I think I added that 2 months ago, maybe a month or two ago, and they got access to that, and they paid a long time ago, y'all, and at a lower price. So again, the regular price, y'all, is $9.97. Right now, it is currently on sale for $500, y'all. So you definitely want to take advantage of that discount because it will be going back up. Let me see. Kira just said that. Yeah. And again, you don't have to pay the full $500 up front, y'all. Again, I do offer Sezzle, Shop Pay, Afterpay, Klarna, and Affirm. So take advantage. I be telling y'all, use the buy now, pay later option, and you can use the rest of that budget. Start as low as 40 something up to 125 is depending upon what you qualify for. That's the third party who I go through to give y'all payment options. Then use the rest to start getting a bag for your budget, because you can start with a very small budget, y'all. Start flipping and reselling to get to the bag. And just to give y'all an example of how you can start with a small budget, I show y'all this all the time. I have the product cost on the items list. Like I said, I have the supplier URL. Of course, that's the supplier website. So let's say if you're starting with a small budget. Hold on, y'all. Okay. And you find inexpensive items. So you could do this on your own because I show you how to do this. Let me be clear. But as a bonus, I always say this list is a bonus. As a bonus, I'm giving y'all a daily items list. And this comes with the training. And there is not a monthly fee on this, y'all. I know a lot of people, and I'm sure y'all do, that charge monthly fees, as I should be. And this will be changing soon. So y'all want to go ahead and get it. So say if you're getting this item, it's $4. Let's see. This is $3.90. Say this 78 cents, y'all. $8. So if you have a small budget, $13. I said $8. Let's go down. $7.90. If you see how you could start with a small budget, $5, you may be under. So I'm still under. That was still under about $50 right there. You can start with a small budget. I had people come in and start with $100 and $200. I think the lowest I had somebody came in and started with zero money. She was on the live because I teach you how to start with no money. And I teach you how to start with a small budget to grow and scale. So if you feel like this is something you could do, if you gotten some value, y'all drop a 1. Drop a 1, y'all. Drop a 1. Because this is something you absolutely can do. You just got to take action, get started, and do it, y'all. Take action, get started, and do it. Especially if you're looking for a way to make more money. If you're looking for a way to be able to replace your income, y'all, it's something you absolutely can do. You just got to get started, take action, and stay consistent. Get started, take action, and stay consistent. Get started, take action, and stay consistent, y'all. And get serious about changing your financial situation, y'all. We're almost more than, I would say, probably 35%. 35% through the year. 35%. Then it's going to be 50%. Then it's going to be 75%. Then what? The year is going to be gone. So if you want to take advantage of 2025, if you said you was going to change your financial situation, you was going to level up, boss up, get your money up, get to the bag, y'all, for 2025, and you have not done it yet, then it's definitely time, y'all. It is definitely time. All right, any more questions, y'all? And I'm gonna show y'all some of my students' results one more time because I know some people just came on. And again, these are just two, y'all. If you're new here, I see y'all following. Thank y'all for following. Thank you, Jay Trend. I'm messing your name up. You know what I'm talking about. I appreciate the gifts. Y'all can do your research. I have multiple testimonies, video testimonies, y'all. Y'all know some people don't believe screenshots, you know. And I understand, y'all. Some people tell me they've been scammed before and all that stuff, and I do apologize for hearing that. But do your research. But if you feel like I'm real, then you definitely want to get connected. But I said that to say this. This is only two. You can check my TikTok page. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. All of that. See other screenshots, video testimonies, all of that, y'all. I've helped a lot of people get a bag, y'all. A lot of people replace their income. But I know some people are coming in. That's why I'm showing this again. Some of you have been up here from the beginning, and I appreciate you. Here is one student, brand new, y'all. No knowledge of selling on Amazon. Her first 30 days made over $10,900. Another student, y'all, brand new. No knowledge of selling on Amazon, made over $11,300. And here is her with some of her packages, y'all. And these are regular people. So this is something that you can learn how to do. You just got to, like I said, believe in yourself. Number one, take action. Be ready to change your financial situation and start getting the bag, y'all. Start getting the bag. But I think I've answered. Let me see, y'all. Thank y'all for the follows. Thank y'all for the follows. All right, y'all. I think I've answered all of y'all questions. Last time, I'm going to tell y'all how to get the training because I'm going to go ahead and get off the live because I've been up here now, I think, about an hour. You want to click my head up here. And again, y'all be careful. I repeat myself a lot, y'all, because y'all know how TikTok algorithm is, or anybody's live, whether it's Facebook or Instagram. People are constantly coming on that wasn't on from the beginning. So I said that to say this is my only page, y'all. This is my only page. Let me say it again. This is my only page. I would never message you first. So if somebody message you, and I say that because sometimes they'll see y'all on my live, if they see y'all follow me, these fake pages will try to message you and have y'all think that it's me. It's not me, y'all. I would never message you. If you want to get the training, the only way you can get the training is if you click my head up here. And again, my head is going to pop up at the bottom. And once you're on my TikTok profile, this is my TikTok profile right here, y'all. Currently, I'm at I think I need to refresh this. This might be right. 133,000 followers. 133,000 followers, y'all. You want to click the clickable link right here, wealthwithaprell.com. You want to click that clickable link, or you could go directly to my website. This is how my website looks. When you're on my website, y'all, you could go to shop. These are the quick links to go ahead and get started. Any one of these links, it does not matter. It doesn't matter which one. It's going to get you the Amazon training, access to the daily items list, and access to me as your coach and mentor, where you can ask me any questions. You can email me. You can message me. Again, I offer Sezzle, ShopPay, Afterpay, Klarna, and Affirm. Sezzle, ShopPay, Afterpay, Klarna, and Affirm. Multiple different payment options. And again, if you do the buy now, pay later option, y'all, yes, you do get immediate access, because I've had people ask me that before. But I'm going to go ahead and get off this live, y'all. I pray you all have a blessed week. I pray you all have a prosperous week. I pray you all have a productive week. I pray everything will work out in your favor, turn in your favor. I know that it will. You just got to believe that it will. Continue to pray over your life, over your family, over your finances, over your income. But also know, y'all know, if y'all been here before, I'm a firm believer in faith without works. What is works, y'all? Action. Faith without taking action, doing the works, is dead. That's the Bible, y'all. That's not what Aprell is saying. So don't just pray for a better life. Don't just want a better life. Be actively pursuing to do what you got to do to take action to get a better life. And you will get a better life. But I'm about to go ahead. Suzette says, thank you. You're more than welcome. But I'm about to go ahead and get off this live, y'all. I will talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.